friends, I got some Dragon Ball Super superhero scans I wanted to share with you guys that DBsHype went ahead and posted. I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the information in these scans, as well as some speculation that might be going on in the movie. Now, the very first thing we're greeted to is this beautiful image here of Gohan and Piccolo side by side. And it gives us a really good look as to the new Piccolo design, which I really like. In the translation, it states how Piccolo's new form isn't a potential unlock in the same way that Gohan's is. Now, they might just be meaning that as far as the name for it is concerned, but it might still be a very similar process, because if you remember, Guru actually unlocked Krillin and Gohan's potential, and then obviously Gohan would end up getting his mystic form from the Elder Kai in the future, but that doesn't seem to be what Piccolo's going to get. Which makes sense. I mean, he is a Namekian, so, you know, he should have access to the same thing that Guru did for himself. But there's still no, like, explicit stating how he's gonna get the form, so I'm curious to see kind of how he'll stumble onto that, and how he'll learn about that ability of his. We do get 3 nice little shots of Gohan in some casual clothing, in the Piccolo clothes with Super Saiyan, and in what seems to be base form, kind of goofing off, seemingly shocked at how the clothes might fit him, and how he doesn't really seem to be filling out the clothes all that well, as he is like a little bit scrawnier than he typically would be. So then I guess after training he fills out the clothes a little bit, you know, kind of goes back to his normal strength. And you know what, that's a good point. I kind of very curious to see how Piccolo's strength is going to scale compared to Gohan's with this new form. The translations also go on to explain how Gohan reactivates his ultimate form by getting super angry, which I mean is no surprise. That's kind of the routine for Gohan, if you will, and his latent potential. And we all can kind of guess where that's going to come from. I mean, his daughter does get kidnapped, which I don't know about you guys, it would pretty much upset any parent. But on that note, in this scene right here, that little snippet that we can see at the bottom of the screen, Pan is already kidnapped at this point. So it seems like the initial kidnapping isn't what really pushes him over the edge. It seems like something else happens on top of that that upsets him to really push him over the edge to the new power. And that right there is what I'm interested in. Now, Dragon Ball Super is not the same show as Dragon Ball Z. You know, we saw Spopovich absolutely rip into Videl. Dragon Ball Z was a lot more violent back then. I don't think we're gonna see Pan get roughed up like that. So I really don't know how they're gonna piss him off to that extent. Now check out these scans right here. Apparently these translate into saying how the Red Ribbon Army has a lot more powerful technological advancements at their disposal. And it also goes on to say how Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 have these little ray guns that can shoot out beams that are as powerful as like the Kamehameha. Why do I feel like this is them kind of like indirectly doubling down on Goku getting shot in the heart by a laser and dying? Because theoretically, if these guns could contain that much power, then yeah, it would make sense that it could actually kill him back in the Resurrection F movie. So hopefully nobody gets shot in the heart this movie. Hopefully nobody gets caught off guard by one of these beams. But it also leads me to think, are these androids capable of shooting ki blasts? Because you figure if they're able to shoot ki blasts on their own, what would be the purpose of having a gun? Like Android 17, 18, and literally all of the other androids don't need a gun to do that. So like, what's the deal there? Is it more just a matter of not using their own energy in order to output that kind of damage? That's kind of what I'm thinking here, but obviously we don't have any confirmation for that. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And talking about the ray guns having beams that strong, let's talk about this little B android guy. Because if Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 have ray guns that are able to shoot beams that powerful, then it stands to reason that this little B dude can also pack a punch. I feel like that'll be like a perfect opponent for Pan to take down, you know? It's like a little bite-sized thing that a 3-year-old Saiyan can take down. The scans also tease Super Broly just a little bit, and they kind of allude to him potentially losing his cool and, you know, going on another rampage the same way he did in the previous movie. But I'll be honest, I don't think that's gonna really happen unless he fights Gamma 1 or Gamma 2. Now, this kind of defeats the whole purpose about the movie being about Piccolo and Gohan because, well, if Super Broly gets involved with Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, needless to say, they're not gonna survive. So in short, I don't think he's gonna really rampage. I think if he's been training on Whis' planet with Goku and Vegeta, then they probably taught him how to control his anger a little bit better, similar to how Kale ended up getting control of her rage form as well. And if for some reason he does end up losing his cool while on Beerus' planet, I think Whis or Beerus both will end up putting us up to that real quick. Now, Dr. Hito apparently is more of a genius than Dr. Gero, and they allude to him potentially not being evil. I don't have too much information on that, but you know, it's not uncommon for villains in Dragon Ball to kind of turn good, and this is seeming to be a slightly more lighthearted movie, so it's very possible that by the end of this, who knows, maybe he'll actually kind of turn around a new leaf. But you know, he's not turning over a new leaf. These two guys right here, there's nothing good about them, because they seem to be manipulating everybody involved in this movie as far as the androids and Dr. Hito. It seems like they kind of tricked Dr. Hito into believing that they had a good purpose and then having him use his, genius level brain in order to make these really strong androids and other robotics. Also, a little bit of a theory. This is totally random. This could be completely wrong. I just kind of want to throw this out there. But why does this crater look like it might have been created for some fight from Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super? I could 100% see them going through some backstory showing how this crater was made, and then Red Ribbon Army decided to go ahead and build here in this location. And then they just went ahead and drilled into the floor because, well, it turns out this entire factory is them harnessing the power from the core of the earth. But dudes, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. If you want to stay up to date with all things Dragon Ball, feel free to subscribe. And let me know your theories and thoughts in the comments down below. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching.